AFL's brutal. A lot of tackles, big hits, big knocks.
You've got to be pretty fit to play, you've got to be pretty strong. You can get hit from 360 degrees on the ground.
You've got to be able to run, you've got to have a good mix of speed and endurance.
There's a lot of goals scored, so it's pretty exciting. And yeah, it's pretty entertaining to watch.
During the season, we sort of just maintain our base fitness, but we're doing pre-season at the moment, so a lot of kilometres through the legs. We did a session before, about 8.5 to 10K. Just a lot of repeat efforts, a lot of skill-based stuff, just honing in on our skills and being real meticulous.
You do a little bit of running over the off-season, but when we come back, we pump out nearly 40 to 50 kilometres a week on the track, so it's a little bit of a shock to the system, but they have good physios and things here, so we just got to keep our bodies in good condition, so get through the pre-season and hopefully hold us in good stead for the proper season when it comes around.
So the program we have at the Carlton Footy Club is really individual focus and then team focus, so we're all about team structures and plays that we want to implement game day in different scenarios. And then as an individual, everyone will have their individual focuses they want to get better at. You'll have your strengths, which make you a good player, and everyone wants to work on those strengths.
Before we come out, we have a meeting talking about what we want to work on. Each day's different, so that might be working on stoppages, might be working on balls inside 50. So each day we come out, we've got a focus point and we can really hone in on that.
So we have a coach for every line, so we have a coach for forwards, midfield and backs, and we also have development coaches who work with the young guys. We have ruck coaches, goal kicking coaches, so anything you can think of in the game, we really have a coach for it. So they're really good at working with us as a team and with us as an individual to really better what we need to get better at.
Because our game isn't offence and defence, everybody has to play everything. There's a bit of generality in what we do as well. So we do coach everything, but there are specific skill sets, and the breakdown for each of the positions are quite specific. So it's a combination of the two, and we spend probably as much time on both.
Possession of the ball is in dispute for the majority of an AFL game, so effective handling is a key skill for every player.
In AFL, we aren't allowed to throw, so unlike rugby, basketball, there's no throwing. So the ways in which we move the ball, firstly by hand, it's called a handball. With a handball, you have to strike it with a closed fist. So the way in which we do that, normal fist, platform with the other hand, sit the ball in the platform, and what we're doing with our fist, we're just handballing it through. We're aiming for the cross, and we're handballing through. For a short pass, we use a handball. When we have a little bit of space, or when we have a mark, we can go back and we can use a kick. So there's a few different types of kicks. We've got a kick that spins over end like this. It's called a drop punt. So drop punt's more precise. We use that for really pinpointing targets. That's sort of your normal sort of kick. When we're going for a bit of distance, at times we'll use something called a torpedo, which spins like that. And there's also a snap. A snap is when we're trying to kick around a corner, so used with a lot of shots on the goals when you're on a little bit of an angle. Accuracy and precision is something that we train for. We train 3 hours, 3 times a week on kicking and what we want to do with the ball. Giving the ball back to the opposition is something obviously we don't want to do. We want to control the footy. When you have the footy, it's the best form of defence.
The guys that are very precise with their execution by foot and by hand, they're very important to the team. It may look like chaos, but the skills and the work that's behind that to make sure that we're executing game day with a high precision level is super important.
We get a long preparation time, so we'll start in November and we don't start playing matches until March. So because it's such a long period of time, we're really calculated with what we need to do. And for us as a young team, it's about trying to evolve what we've done and become better for the next year.
We probably spend more time here than we do at home, so we get sick of the boys every now and then, but this year we got a lot of new players as well, so we just welcome them with open arms, and it's like a big family here.
As a footy club, we're building from last year. So last year we changed over our coaching panel and developed this new Carlton culture. So we're looking to build on that, and we're hoping to chase down some more success this year.